Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be cutting down a cabinet for the washroom. So we're going to get right into that video. So I found two of these cabinets online for free. So I went and picked them up and they are just a little bit too big. They're too tall and a little bit deeper than I wanted. I really only needed one to go where I need it to go. So what I'm going to do is disassemble it and cut some depth off of the back so that I can make just a smaller cabinet. And I'm going to cut the sides down a little bit and also cut the doors down a little bit. So that way it will be a shorter cabinet and not as deep. And then it should fit perfectly where I want it in the washroom. And this is where I want the cabinet to go. It needs to go above the outlet here by a few centimeters. And I don't want to go past the top ledge here. I'm actually going to push it up to that ledge so it will be just a little bit lower because I do have like a little lip there. So I'll push the cabinet right up to the lip, bolt it to that wood, and then I'll have a couple of mounting bolts in the cork that will go into the wall. Maybe it just hangs by the part up here and it just leans against the wall here. So we'll see how that works out, but right now I'm going to disassemble the cabinet and cut it down. All right, so I've got this cabinet disassembled. I have a side here, a side, the top, and the shelf, everything but the doors. I'll cut the doors down once I have the cabinet built. But right now I'm going to cut the sides down to around 20 centimeters. The shelf will be probably more like 17 or 18 centimeters. I'll make sure everything is proper depth so that the doors will still close, and then we'll reassemble. I've also removed all the hardware, all the metal bits that were in there. Now I don't have to worry about hitting anything with a blade. All right, so I have the top and bottom and the two sides cut here. I've cut some nailer strips off of the pieces that I cut off. And here's the shelf. I'm going to cut it once I have the cabinet assembled, and I'm just going to cut this to as deep as I can get it. I don't want to cut it any narrower than it needs to be, but I want to have these nailer strips installed and the cabinet fully built, and then I can cut the doors and the shelves to fit perfectly. So to cut the sides to height, I don't want to cut any further down so that I can still utilize this original location for the hinges. These hinges bolt into the sides here. I have these holes here. That's where they bolt in. So I don't want to go so far down that I get into the hinge. So I'm going to cut as far as I can down so that the hinge is basically touching the top of the cabinet. All right, the cabinet is assembled. I cut a new back for it. The back that was on it was like broken and not holding on very well. This is the back of some IKEA cabinets that I picked up that I did not use as cabinets, so I used the back for that. The front is looking good. Doors come right to the top. I did make a mistake on my shelf and I cut the face off the shelf rather than the back of the shelf, but that's fine. We'll just have to, I'll put a little paint on that so that it's not so wood looking, but this is going to be a nice little functional cabinet, I think. Now it's time to hang it. All right, the cabinet is now installed. It fits just good enough there. You can see a little bit of gap between the cabinet and the door. So it's about as large of a cabinet as I could actually get in here. So there'll be another door here. I've already put all our washing materials inside, painted the front edge of that shelf that I cut wrong. And yeah, it looks pretty good for a free little cabinet off eBay. So that task is done. All right, guys, thanks for watching. That does it for this video. That was a little quick one, but it was a little project that I just needed to get done. Now that's done, and I'm going to move on into the kitchen and start working like mad on getting that done so that I can get these two rooms finished, get some flooring in, and it's going to look finished real soon. That's exciting, but there's still a lot of work ahead. So tune in for the next few videos that'll be working on the kitchen, and then hopefully we'll have the floor in real soon, and it'll really start looking like a finished area that is ready to be used. Thanks again for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. See you in the next one.